Welcome to Top 10, the home of rapid-fire rankings. From fascinating facts to the freshest trends, we unveil the best of the best, all in a bite-sized package. Immerse yourself in a world where less is more, and seconds count. Stay curious, stay engaged, and remember, life is always surprising when you're counting down with Top 10.
Warranties. Those comforting pieces of paper that promise to protect us from the inevitable failures of our cheaply made modern consumer goods. They're like that friend who swears they'll totally be there for you, right up until you actually need them. Because tonight we're diving deep into the murky world of warranties, exposing the 10 sneakiest tricks companies use to weasel their way out of honoring them. From hidden fees to clauses that make your head spin faster than a washing machine on spin cycle, we're arming you with the knowledge you need to fight back against corporate doublespeak and get what you rightfully deserve. Buckle up, Buttercup. It's about to get litigious in here. Let's start with the classic bait and switch limited coverage. You see a shiny new gadget, you spring for the extended warranty, you feel invincible. But hold on there, champ. Turns out that comprehensive coverage you thought you bought, it actually only applies to, and I'm just spitballing here, the blinking LED light on the power button. Meanwhile, the part that actually makes the damn thing function, not included. It's like buying car insurance that only covers your windshield wipers. Sure, it's technically insurance, but it's not going to be much help when the engine explodes. Companies bank on you not reading the fine print, and frankly, who can blame them? Those things are denser than a neutron star, but fear not, intrepid viewers, because we're here to break it down for you. So, you've discovered that your indestructible blender has spontaneously transformed into a smoldering pile of plastic and disappointment. First of all, condolences. Second of all, you better hope you're a speed reader, because the clock is ticking. Many warranties come with ridiculously short claim windows, some as short as 24 hours. That's right, you have less time to report a faulty product than it takes for a sourdough starter to reach peak fermentation. It's almost as if they're actively trying to discourage you from actually using the warranty. And let's be honest, who amongst us hasn't shoved a malfunctioning appliance into the back of a cupboard, vowing to deal with it later, only to rediscover it months later, covered in a thick layer of dust and regret? By then, of course, it's too late. Your warranty has expired, and you're left feeling like you just lost a very boring game of Russian roulette. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, hidden fees. You know, those pesky little charges that magically appear on your bill like parasitic barnacles clinging to the hull of your finances. You might think that having a warranty means you're covered for repairs, and in some cases you'd be right. But what those glossy brochures fail to mention is the long list of potential expenses that aren't covered. Shipping costs? You're on the hook for those. Labor charges? Cough it up. Suddenly that free repair is starting to look more expensive than a week-long stay at a luxury resort, and you're the one stuck doing the dishes. It's enough to make you want to renounce all material possessions and go live off the grid, subsisting entirely on foraged berries and the bitter tears of disappointed consumers. Let's say you're a resourceful individual. You refuse to be cowed by a little thing like a broken toaster oven. You've got tools, you've got YouTube tutorials, you've got a can-do attitude and a dream. But before you go full-on DIY on that busted appliance, you better check the fine print on your warranty. Why? Because many companies include clauses that void your warranty if you dare to get your product repaired by anyone other than their authorized dealers. It's like a hostage situation, but for electronics. And of course, these authorized repair shops are often more expensive and less convenient than their independent counterparts. It's a classic case of corporate gatekeeping, designed to keep you trapped in their ecosystem, shelling out cash at every turn. Now, let's talk about pro rata warranties, the gift that keeps on taking. Imagine this, you buy a fancy new TV, shell out extra for an extended warranty, and feel pretty smug about your wise investment. Fast forward a couple of years and disaster strikes. your precious screen goes dark, leaving you with nothing but a gaping void where your favorite streaming shows used to be. You pull out your trusty warranty, confident that you're covered. But wait, what's this? Turns out your coverage has magically shrunk, like a cashmere sweater in a hot dryer. Now, not only do you have to pay for repairs, but thanks to the pro rata clause, you're also on the hook for a hefty chunk of the cost. So, you've decided to part ways with your trusty old laptop. Maybe you've upgraded to a newer model, or maybe you just can't bear to look at its dented casing and coffee-stained keyboard any longer. Either way, you're ready to pass it on to a new owner. But hold on, Eco-Warrior, before you go offering up that digital dinosaur to a loving home, you better check the warranty. Why? Because some companies, in their infinite wisdom, have decided that warranties are like tattoos, permanently attached to the original owner. That's right. Even if your warranty is still valid, it becomes as useful as a chocolate teapot the moment you try to sell or gift your product. It's a blatant attempt to stifle the secondhand market and force you to buy new, all in the name of corporate greed. Now, let's be honest, nobody actually reads warranty terms and conditions. They're written in that special brand of legalese that seems specifically designed to induce sleep. And they're longer than the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy, extended editions, obviously. But here's the thing, buried deep within that wall of text are often clauses so outrageous, so egregious, that they'd make even the most jaded lawyer raise an eyebrow. We're talking clauses that absolve companies of any responsibility for, well, pretty much anything. Clauses that would make even the most unscrupulous used car salesman blush. You know what's better than buying a product? Constantly spending money to keep that product working. At least that seems to be the logic of companies that require regular maintenance to keep your warranty valid. It's like a subscription service, but instead of getting access to unlimited movies, you get the privilege of not having your warranty voided. And of course, this required maintenance always comes at a cost. Suddenly, you're not just paying for a product, you're paying for the right to keep paying for the product. It's a vicious cycle of consumerism, and the only winners are the companies laughing all the way to the bank. So a freak hailstorm just ravaged your neighborhood, leaving your car looking like it lost a fight with a giant ice crusher. You sigh, survey the damage, and then you remember, you bought the extended warranty. Surely you're covered for this, right? Wrong. See, most warranties have a handy little clause that excludes coverage for acts of God. You know, because it's totally your fault that a hurricane decided to make a pit stop in your backyard. It's like they're holding you personally responsible for the weather, which, last time I checked, is not a power even the most demanding Karen has managed to achieve. Okay, so you've read the fine print. You're a better person than I am. You've jumped through all the hoops, and your warranty claim has still been denied. It's time to lawyer up and take this to court, right? Not so fast. Many companies include mandatory arbitration clauses in their warranties, forcing you to resolve any disputes outside of the court system. Arbitration is often more expensive and time-consuming than traditional litigation, and the odds of winning are stacked heavily in favor of the company. It's like entering a rigged game show where the grand prize is a strongly worded letter and the consolation prize is a mountain of legal debt. So, there you have it, the 10 sneakiest tricks companies use to get out of honoring their warranties. But don't despair, dear viewers. Knowledge is power, and armed with the information we've discussed tonight, you're well on your way to becoming a warranty-wielding warrior. Read the fine print, ask questions, and don't be afraid to fight for your rights as a consumer. And remember, if a company is going to extraordinary lengths to avoid honoring its promises, it might be a sign that their products are about as reliable as a politician's promise. Stay vigilant out there and always read the fine print.
Thanks for watching Top 10 Countdowns. Desire more? Glide your cursor to the subscribe button, give it a click. Don't forget that notification bell. It's your golden ticket to our world of riveting Top 10 Countdowns. See you soon in the next video.